Hi and hello everybody, what's up? It's Fern. Welcome back to another Planty video. So today we're going to be looking back on my last two Plant Haven Toronto unboxings and providing some updates. I thought that this would be a fun way to, I don't know, I'm not really doing unboxing videos this year, so I thought it'd be fun to just do some updates. I'm also trying to do one longer video a week and then one kind of more like focused, shorter one. So yeah, I mean, I could see this getting long, but I'm gonna try to keep it brief. So I have all of the plants from my most recent unboxing, which was in, I believe, maybe it was November. Yeah, I think it was in November. I'll put the date on the screen of when I received all of these plants. But I thought this would be fun because I'll pop in the footage of when they looked like when I first unboxed them. And then obviously we're gonna see what they look like today. It is currently March 6th, so I've had these for 3 to 4 months-ish, and yeah, some of them are doing better than others, but we're going to talk about all of them. I'm just going to grab these ones up randomly. So yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, I have this guy right beside me here. This is Hoya patella pink. I was really excited about this one because it has a dark fuzzy leaf. Yeah, it's really pretty foliage wise, also bloom wise, but I haven't gotten blooms on this yet. This one is potted into pon. I'll try to pull this out and we can see if we can spot any roots in here. We should be able to, I think, for this one. Oh yeah, there's some. Oh yeah, wow, there's some on that side. So you can see some healthy roots. I have it in this square planter from Crystal Star Nursery, which I love. This plant has actually been doing really well. I've moved it to the higher south window. That is like the most concentrated light in the house. So we're gonna see how it does. I feel like it's too much for some Hoya. So I'm gonna have to keep a close eye on it as we go into spring, but we do have some baby leaves. It was actually wrapped around another Hoya that lives beside it up there. I had to take them both down and unravel it. This vine was like completely wrapped around one of that Hoya's vines, but you can see that there's lots of baby leaves that are trying to come in here. I actually want to extend this trellis before I put it back up because it clearly needs a taller one. Yeah, maybe this will be a good opportunity for me to just kind of like fix any vines up or anything that I need to do. So I'm gonna try to just do the like extension method that I did for one of my other plants, the Hoya Kalimantan. That's what it is. It's been going really well on that one. I don't really need these points. Save those for a different one. And maybe I'll just use this dragonfly clip as well. Get in there. I don't know why I had never thought to do this before, but it is very helpful. All right, so then I'm just gonna take the vine and go counterclockwise up here. And there we go. Hoya patella pink. So far, so good. I'm gonna add another little clip. Maybe right here. Oh, shoot. Thought it would. Sometimes it stays on, but I guess it just depends how thick of a vine it's holding. Okay, never mind. I guess we're not doing that. I don't have a smaller clip. That's better than it was though, I feel. Okay. Okay, next is Hoya cumingiana outer variegated or albo marginata. Now this one has been doing really well. Again, it's in pon and it has also been chopped. I cut this, yeah, I made a cut right here and this is the top cut technically. It's not as variegated as the lower part, but I'm pretty sure that it's rooted in here. It definitely feels rooted and I think it would have croaked by now if it wasn't because I did this quite a while ago. And there's new growth coming out of the one that we chopped at the top there. I think we chopped this together in a video when I took my spring propagations. Was it that video? I think so. But yeah, you can see lots of roots in here. and it's doing really well. I don't normally just stick fresh cuts into pon, but since this was successful, I think I'm gonna be tempted to do that with my plants that I have in pon, because that is just such a convenient way to propagate. Oh, it looks like it's even just starting to push out a vine as well. So this plant, I have a feeling that it's gonna start really taking off for me and filling out. So we shall see, but I'm really happy with it. It's looking super cute. I would love for this to bloom too. I think that the blooms look really fun on this one. I have a cup of green tea, but it is like 25 degrees in here. I could turn on the air conditioning. Well, actually, no, I couldn't, because it might mess up the audio. But sometimes I don't want to turn on the air conditioning, unless it's like, you know, super hot. Obviously, I would want the dogs to stay cool. But if it's just like 24, 25 degrees, sometimes I will leave it off, because I think it's just, I mean, I enjoy the warmth, especially when it has been so cold, but I think it's nice, like the plants like the warmth too. It's like comfortably warm in here, but with a hot cup of tea, I don't know if that's the move. Okay, next, this is an interesting one. This is Hoya peltata, which is the round leaf. It's very kind of dainty looking. Now this one started growing for me pretty much immediately. Again, this is potted into pon, but it gave out several fresh leaves, and I wish that they were still fresh so that you could see the color that they come in, because they come in this stunning red. These ones, you can still see that they still have like a tinge of that red, but they come in like bright red. It's really, really gorgeous. So it gave out, it had like a good push of leaves, but now it hasn't grown in a while. So I'm like, okay, hello. Again though, I think it has, oh, can I actually not even see roots on this? Okay, maybe I actually cannot see roots on this. That's okay, it doesn't mean it doesn't, oh yeah, there's one coming out the bottom, a tiny one. Doesn't mean it doesn't have roots. It just might not have like a huge root system yet, but that's okay. This is one that I'm really excited to get it to fill out, because I think it's just gonna give a really fun, whimsical vibe with how just dainty the leaves look. I love a round leaf, and yeah, these ones are just like pretty thin and flat. Okay, next is Hoya clemensiorum. Now I was so shook. If you watched the original unboxing video, which I'll link the videos down below if you want to watch the whole things, if you missed them, but I was so shook by Hoya clemensiorum. This was on my wish list. I was not expecting to get it, so I was just, and just the sheer size of this, like, this is a huge leaf. It is beautiful. This still looks pretty much like it did when I received it. Like, it's held onto these two leaves really, really well. I'm anticipating this Hoya to be a slower grower. I went ahead and actually potted this one into, it's just in a potting mix. Ooh, there's fungus gnats in there. That's not great. That's not great. I think it's the time of year when I really need to start watering with my mosquito dunks again, because I've noticed some fungus gnats kind of popping up. But yeah, this plant, even though I haven't had any more leaves come out, it has shot out 2 vines. So we have one right there, and it actually looks like I could get leaves on it sometime soon. And then we have a second vine, if you can see it just under there. So I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, when this starts pushing leaves, I just cannot wait. I cannot wait. This is a Hoya that I solely want for the foliage, which is kind of uncommon for me now. I mean, I do appreciate foliage, but I mostly am excited about Hoya for the blooms these days. I kind of did a 180 because I used to only collect Hoya based on the foliage, and now I just really, really love the flowers. So yeah, this is just looking stunning. I'm so grateful to have this one, and I feel like it's just a really, really beautiful specimen of the clemensiorum. Yeah, just gorgeous. Okay, next is my Hoya Kentiana Lori Lynn, which is just a beautiful variegated Hoya. I know that this is gonna be one of my favorites once it starts to grow out, because of how much cream and pink there is on this plant. Now, she's not even looking her best, because in the short time that I've had her, we have already been on a journey together. I rotted this plant, had to reroot it. I just water propped it. It rerooted really easily, luckily. And I've recently just potted it back up into a potting mix, and now it's living in my Millsbo tall cabinet, which is right here in front of me again. I'm glad to hear that y'all appreciate or I guess prefer having the cabinet back out here as well. It made me feel better about my decision to move it back out here. But yeah, I've been loving it. It makes me very happy to look over there and see all my plants in the cabinet again. But anyways, she's been living in there, and I don't see any roots yet like coming out to the side, but I'm sure that she's doing okay, hopefully. I don't know. I need to water today as well, so I can tell she's a little thirsty. And I should be better about staying on top of that for her until she has fully recuperated. But yeah, this is one of my favorites from the unboxing. I just think it's so pretty. Definitely one of those Hoya that I didn't really know I would love so much until I saw it in person. Another Hoya that I didn't know I would love, and that is actually struggling. I'm kind of worried about this one. It is the Hoya kenejiana inner variegated. And it essentially looks exactly the same, or I guess maybe worse than when it arrived. It has not been thriving in my care, which I'm kind of sad about. I put this one into pond. Oh, is that a root? No, I don't think so. I put this one into pond. It's been living on my Vitsto shelf. Maybe I should move it into a cabinet. I'm not sure. If any of y'all have this one, please let me know the conditions that you grow it in, because I really want it to do well, but like I don't see any roots. It has not grown at all. I don't even see a growth point, like a vine activated, and it literally feels like it's barely rooted. Like it feels like I could just pull this out. I don't want to mess around with it too much, but I have a bad feeling. But I really want this one to make it because the blooms on this, oh my goodness. And it's also just kind of a weird, quirky Hoya. This, when I was looking it up, I remember it had some weird name like the bacon Hoya or something, and I was kind of like, okay, that's not really the vibe. But it's because it gets like this crinkly kind of leaf thing, which typically isn't my favorite, but I will say it's interesting, different than other Hoya that I have. The variegation is beautiful. And the star-shaped blooms, I need those blooms in my life, so I need this Hoya to stay on ship here. Please don't jump overboard, because you are a valuable member of this collection. Okay, and then next we have Hoya verticillata Splash, which has been doing really well. Honestly, I don't really have any notes on this one. She has just been living, laughing, loving. I've had to obviously clip another little, what am I trying to say? Keep her attached to the trellis. She's been growing her vine up, and I've had to add supports to keep her on here, which is a good thing because obviously she is happy if she's growing. Beautiful leaves, honestly. This one looks really great. I would love if this bloomed for me. Of course, I would love if any of my Hoya bloom for me, but this just looks like, it just looks like a nice, healthy Hoya, you know? Like it has just like a lush look to it, and yeah, makes me really happy to see it doing so well. I also love this Arca trellis for my smaller Hoya. They're so pretty, these like iridescent ones. So yeah, that one has been doing really well. And then I have this weirdo, this Astrophytum caput medusae. Oh, this feels wet, and I don't remember when I last watered my succulents. Okay. This one, okay, no, I think it's okay, I don't know. Oh, maybe I did water recently, actually. I was like, why is this still wet? But, okay. I really hope that, just please hang on until the spring. I plan to put this outside on my balcony with the rest of my succulents in the, like once it warms up. And I think it's gonna like that. Ooh, it doesn't feel good, you guys. It doesn't feel good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, well, stay tuned. I literally have 0 updates on this right now, except for it's just been living with the rest of my succulent cactus type plants on the Vitsto shelf for now. But I fear that it has gone downhill just because it feels kind of, oh, this one feels squishy. Oh no, oh, I would be so bummed because this puts out really cool flowers. It's just such a strange, quirky plant. We'll see if this hangs on for me. Maybe I should have changed the potting mix, but I wanted to wait until I repot all my succulents this spring. I do it well, actually, to be honest with you, I don't even know how many repots I'm gonna have this year, but maybe I will do, even if I don't have to repot them all, I'm still gonna do my annual cactus and succulent video because I just look forward to doing it every spring, and I'll just like give updates on them or whatever if I don't have to repot them. Anyways, I guess we'll see what's gonna happen with that one, but this is probably one of my more unique ones, so it would be a shame if it didn't make it. Woo. Okay, so that's it for the unboxing that I got in the winter or late fall. Oh yeah, and I also received a Finlaysonii black leaf, which I gave away to a friend because, I don't know, I was just in one of my downsizing modes and I was like, well, do I really need the clemensiorum and the Finlaysonii? So I decided to part ways with that one and just keep this one to like be my big crusty leafed Hoya. Kind of sad because it was a really stunning one, but yeah, I'm trying to be ruthless with which plants I keep in my collection. Also, I just remembered I should have said at the beginning of this video, but all of these plants were gifted to me last year by Plant Haven Toronto. I am affiliated with them, although I probably won't be doing as many unboxings from them and stuff like that this year. They are still one of my absolute favorite plant shops. I love working with them so much, and I do still have an active discount code with them that you can use if you are going to shop with them. It is now Fern 2025, I believe. I'll put it on the screen and in the description box, but that will save you some money if you place your order with them. They ship Canada wide and also in the US. If you do use my discount code with them, I do make a small commission. Really helps me out, really helps the channel out, so I appreciate it if you do, but all good if you don't. We should still support, you know, these small plant businesses anyways. Okay, so I'm also gonna give some updates from a prior unboxing that I did, which I don't know why I didn't even look at the date. Let me look at these plants. Maybe I'll remember like how long I've had them. Oh, was it last summer? Maybe 7 or 8 months ago for this. Yeah, I think it was summer 2024 that I got the next plants I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna go gather them up. Some of them are not with me anymore, so we will update on those ones as well. But I do still have a lot of them, and a lot of them actually are looking stunning now, so I'm excited to show you. Also, can I just say how nice it is that the days are longer now? I feel like I have way more time to film. What? I just changed the battery and it's saying that it's dead again. What's going on? Okay, we're good now. This one has a charge. But yeah, I feel like I just feel way less stressed about being pressed for time for filming, because right now it's 4:11. I wouldn't have been able to film at this hour like a couple of months ago, so oh, it is so nice. Thank goodness for the light. Okay, anyways, so I'm gonna put the thumbnail and the date that I received these plants on the screen, and we're just gonna start. Actually, first of all, there's a few that are no longer with us. The first two were the Dischidia. I received 2 adorable little Dischidia, not even little, they were fairly decent sized, and I had them in these cute little hanging planters on my Visto shelf with the like smiley faces, like swinging planters, and they were so cute, but I got rid of them because they got mealies. This whole shelf I had to get rid of. Not a lot of plants, but just the ones that had them bad or were difficult to treat. So yeah, I got rid of those due to mealies. And then I also no longer have the variegated rhaphidophora, which hurts my soul because it was so stunning, but I have horrible luck with variegated plants sometimes. They love to not even revert green, but they love to revert or go all variegated on me. I chopped this one up, and I've mentioned this in like a plant tours or something before. It's the most bizarre thing. I chopped this up because I was like, well, I'm gonna do wet sticks and see if I can bring some variegation back, like balanced variegation back. And then I lost every single, like I never figured out where I put the wet sticks, so they must have got thrown away somehow, like left on a potting mat, or I don't know, but I swear I remember putting them in a prop box, but they are in none of my prop boxes. So the case of the disappearing wet sticks, it is sad though, because I would love to have a variegated rhaphidophora tetrasperma, but oh well. The rest of them I do still have, and they're looking stunning. Okay, so the first plant is Hoya noona, who has been doing amazing. Like, she is so lush and healthy looking. Look at all of her leaves. She's like a little bush. So stinking cute. This one has really grown on me a lot. This lived like right in the central hub of the mealy situation, and although she did have some mealies on her, and honestly still might, because I need to spray her down again soon, she just has not been bothered by them. Like, I feel like this is just a really hardy Hoya, would probably be a perfect candidate for beginners. Yeah, just an incredible plant, honestly. What's even more exciting is that she actually has a peduncle. If you can see right there, it's not in bloom yet, but it looks promising. Like, it looks like a juicy, healthy peduncle that is going to put out blooms for me. So I'm so excited about that. It really caught me by surprise when I saw that the other day. I hadn't even noticed it coming in at all until it was like looking pretty plump like this. So yeah, I'm so excited for if this blooms for me. I think that these come in yellow and pink blooms, so I don't know what color this one is. I don't think it says, no, so it's gonna be a surprise. I'd be happy with either of those options, honestly. So yeah, really excited about that. Okay, and then next we have one of my favorites. This is another situation where this Hoya was not on my radar, but I am just obsessed with it now. This is Hoya paradisea. I think that's how you say it. And yeah, I'm just obsessed with its growth pattern. This really like drapey kind of, it's a similar growth pattern to like, I mean, I guess Hoya polyneura, the way the vine kind of cascades down, but it reminds me of my Hoya leucantha, which is trellised now, but it had that same kind of just like flowy kind of look to it. It's such a stunning Hoya, and when the new leaves come out, they're red or like a pinky red, and oh my gosh, it is just so pretty. I wish that it had some new growth in right now, but it hasn't pushed out leaves for a while, and I'm just like, hello, like please keep growing for me, because I'm just in love with this Hoya. I think that the blooms are stunning on this as well. I can't really remember what they look like, but I feel like they're cool. Yeah, I'm really into Hoyas with this kind of, this growth pattern. I don't even know what you would call it. The way it just kind of like cascades or like creeps out, but yeah, I'm obsessed with it. So definitely a gem in my Hoya collection. Oh, this one actually has a similar kind of look, so maybe we'll do this one next. Okay, so Hoya cystiantha, I received actually from Plant Haven Toronto once, like a couple years ago. It croaked on me pretty quickly. Don't know why it went downhill, but it did. And I was so bummed about it because I really loved it. So they were so kind. Okay, this vine is like, they were so kind and they sent me a replacement with this shipment. So I was really happy and excited to receive it, and it promptly started going downhill for me as well. So I was like, what is going on? Like, why can I not grow this Hoya? I think I was just letting it dry out too much, but we've got our bearings here a little bit. I'll show you what the vine looked like when we were struggling. So that, you can see there's not many leaves on there, and the leaves that are on there, they don't look good. But then we finally figured ourselves out here, and I started getting some new leaves, and they are just stunning. Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed with it. Look at those. Oh my gosh. Look at that. It is so pretty, so pretty. This is one of my favorites by far. I'm so happy that it survived and that I have this one in my collection again, because oh man, it's just gorgeous. The like veining kind of quilted look that it almost gets, it just really does it for me. Love the leaf shape, love the growth pattern. It's just beautiful. So yeah, I'm really excited about this one. Did I even, yeah, Hoya cystiantha. I think that this, was this renamed campulata? I think it might have been, or renamed something, if not that. But yeah, just beautiful. It looks kind of crazy. I could probably just propagate it and start a new plant from these like nice leaves. But yeah, it's just been kind of growing like this for now. Here is another one. This is Hoya lei, and it is this cute little fuzzy dark leafed Hoya. This one gets stunning blooms as well, so I would love, oh yeah, it's nice and thick. I love how thick these leaves are. They just feel nice and sturdy. This one has been doing really well for me. It has put out some new leaves, so it's definitely more full than when I got it. There's actually cute little baby leaves coming out on the end there. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I put this on a circle trellis, as you can see here, because I don't know, I just thought that that would be a cute option. Yeah, this one, I mean, it's probably grown quite a lot. It's sometimes hard for me to like notice how much my plants have grown until I look back on old footage. But yeah, I've been happy with this one. I'm really excited for it to continue filling out for me. I really love the fuzziness to this one as well. Like they are quite soft and hairy, which I always appreciate. So yeah, this is one that we're gonna have to stay tuned and see it fill out some more and hopefully give us some flowers. It's been a really easy going one. And then over here we have my Hoya coriacea silver, which is so, wait, is this the one I got from Plant Haven Toronto? No, it's not. It's literally not. Is it? No. I have two of these plants. One is in pond and one is in soil. I think my Plant Haven one is the one in soil. This one is doing stunning as well though. Okay, yeah, I think this is the one that I got from Plant Haven. And we had to kind of trellis it crazy, like looping it around like this. Yeah. Now, I just had to break the end of the vine off of this because it grew into one of our curtains. We have like mesh curtains and then the like fabric curtain in front of it. And this grew in straight into the mesh and I couldn't get it out and it just broke the tip off. So it's kind of going crazy. But yeah, this is what it looks like now. It's so pretty. This one in particular is just so solid silver, which I really love. It is just gorgeous. It's so thirsty right now and there's a dead leaf down here. I'm gonna give it a drink. I'm gonna do like a big watering session after this. But yeah, I mean, it looks great. Y'all have seen this somewhat recently because I think we trellised it together maybe a couple of months ago. But yeah, it's looking stunning and I'm really glad that I have this one in my collection. Actually, I have two of them. That's how much I love them. I might end up cutting this one up and then putting it into the pawn one, actually, because I think that pawn is just better for this plant since it is such a thin leafed. I do not think that the coriacea silver is suited for beginners. I mean, you could certainly, honestly, I think a beginner could grow pretty much any plant if they just look up the care needs for it and are able to like stick to the right watering and everything. But for me personally, I think that it's better in pawn, and it does tend to be just like a little bit more finicky of a Hoya just because it is such a thin leaf. But it sure is beautiful. And I have sap all over me now. That is okay. Okay, I think that's all the plants from that second order. Yeah. So overall, I think that they are doing quite well. Quite. Anyways, I love when people do these update style of videos, so I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I will chat with you in the comments and see you in the next one. Bye.